Hey YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your girl. Happy Friday. The week's over, or at least mostly over for most of y'all. Yesterday we left off with spiritual law in the main book we've been reading. I'm not gonna read the page from the Trust Life book that we've been reading all week because I have another book here that I want to read a page or two from, so I don't want to overwhelm y'all with like 3 books because I'll really pull out like 50 books and read all of the pages, but I'm not gonna do that to y'all. So we're gonna get straight into the video. So we left off with spiritual law. Like I said, you cannot bend spiritual laws to your old ways of thinking. You must learn and follow the new language, and when you do so, then magic will be demonstrated in your life. The laws of energy are always operating. I am protected by the best insurance plan under the sun, knowledge of the universal law, and love of working with them in all areas of my life. Learning spiritual laws is very much like learning to operate a computer or VCR. When I calm down and slowly and patiently learn the step-by-step process of the computer, it works beautifully. It is almost like magic. If I don't do my homework and don't allow the computer's laws to the letter, then either nothing happens or it won't work the way I want it to work. The computer does not give an inch. I can get as frustrated as I want while it patiently waits for me to learn the laws, and then it gives me the magic. It takes practice, and it is the same with learning the spiritual laws. And what I went into yesterday was I touched on a little bit of the law of attraction, because the law of attraction actually is, at least in my book, the number one spiritual law. Like if you don't understand and use to your advantage the fact that you know what the law of attraction is on a daily basis, because the law of attraction is always working, whether you realize it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you know what I'm saying, consciously try to use it, like use the law of attraction or not, it's always working. So like I feel like that's like my main spiritual law that I can really try and put people on and explain to people, hence why I brought out the book that I wanted to read a few pages from. But I just wanted to go back on what this said. It says, when I calm down and slowly and patiently learn the step-by-step procedures of the computer, it works beautifully. It's almost like magic. And that's pretty much like in my head saying, like when I calmly, patiently, do the step-by-step procedures of learning and using the law of attraction to my advantage, it's almost like magic. It's almost like magic when, I really cautiously look at how I'm saying certain things. Instead of saying, oh, I don't want this to happen, I'm grateful that this is happening in my favor. Instead, I'm choosing what words and how I'm using them so I don't attract what I don't want towards me. And then it says it takes practice, but it's the same thing, and it takes practice, and that's the same thing with spiritual law. It takes practice. You're not going to wake up and be like, oh, yep, I know the law of attraction now, so I can use it to my advantage every day. It takes practice. It takes knowing. It takes awareness. It takes consciousness. Because sometimes it even is, let's say you and your homegirl are having a conversation, and, you're like, oh my gosh, like, why is she wearing those pants? Like those pants, just are like not flattering. And then you know what I'm saying, give your energy into that. Your mind doesn't know, humor or like difference of they and them or do's or don'ts. So, that's why I always say you got to be very cautious with how you're saying stuff, what you're saying, whether it's regarding to your life, yourself, or other people's lives, because the universe doesn't know. It doesn't know the difference between, do's, don'ts, they, them. And then that brings me to this page that I wanted to read in this book that I have. And it says, here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want, and then they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. The only reason why people do not have what they want is because they are thinking more about what they don't want rather than what they do want. Listen to your thoughts and listen to the words you are saying. The law is absolute and there is no mistakes. An epidemic worse than any plague that humankind has ever seen has been raging for centuries. It's the don't want epidemic. People keep this epidemic alive because they predominantly think, speak, act, and focus on what they do not want. But this is the generation that will change history, because we are receiving the knowledge that can free us from this epidemic. It begins with you, and you can become a pioneer of this new thought movement by simply thinking and speaking about what you want. The law of attraction does not care whether you perceive something to be good or bad, whether you don't want it or whether you do want it. It's responding to your thoughts. So if you're thinking out and looking at a mountain of debt, feeling terrible about it, that's signaling that's the signal that you're putting into the universe. I feel really bad because of all this debt that I've got. You just affirmed it to yourself, and you are feeling it on every level of your being. That is what you're going to get more of. The law of attraction is a law of nature. It is impersonal, and it does not see good things or bad things. It's receiving your thoughts and reflecting back to you those thoughts as your life experiences. The law of attraction simply gives you whatever it is you are thinking about. And I just wanted to read that part of the book because, like, everything I say, like, I feel like I reiterate it very well, but everything I say is exactly, like, pretty much coming from that book. Like, it's word for word. It says what I may stutter on saying. So now that we went through that, we're going to see what the next page is first. There's this fly. He's flying all around me. He must like me. Ooh, money. Well, I feel like I want to tell you something. I'm going to tell you guys something this week. But money, guys, it's so easy to literally manifest money. Like, I literally manifested over $1,000 this week. I actually manifested over $1,000 within like the first 2 days of this week. Like, I was thinking about it Sunday. I was like, I got to manifest some money this week. And then by Tuesday, I had over $1,000. Easy. Okay, so money. In the area of finances, I am always prosperous. Money loves me and comes to me like a beloved puppy. No, for real, because I was just saying this last night. I was like, money loves me. Like, money and me are really good friends. Like, money feels comfortable around me. Like, when money feels like money doesn't have nobody to talk to, money will come and sit right next to me because money likes me, you know? But money is merely a means of exchange. It is a form of giving and receiving. As I give to life, life gives to me abundance in all of its many forms, including money. I am always financially secure. Money that comes to me is a pleasure to be handled. I save some and spend some. I eliminate thoughts of indebtedness, guilt, and any other negative, poverty-oriented thinking. I always have enough money. Establishing credit is easy for me. I pay my bills with love and now acknowledge my true source. And I feel like this one was really just, ooh, all them birds. It looked like little sparkles. But I feel like this one is just, you know, like a really nice like money affirmation. And that's kind of why I brought up, you know, like I literally like manifested $1,000 within not even 2 full days. And it really just comes with, you know, really like, again, speaking and being confident with what you're saying, how you're talking about what you're trying to attract. And for me, that was money. You know, talking very highly of it, you know, talking well of it, you know, not really thinking about it or thinking about how you're gonna get it. Because, you know, a lot of the things that I manifest, you know, whether it's an actual physical thing or if it's something I want to do, you know, I don't necessarily know how I'm going to get it or how I'm going to, you know, get there or how it's going to work or nothing like that. But I just know that it's already mine. I just know that it's coming to me and it's on its way. And I really, truly believe that, you know, everything in my life is, you know, if I don't already physically have it or if it's not physically in my life or I'm not physically doing it, I know that it's on its way because like that's what I truly believe. I wouldn't be thinking about it or wanting it if I didn't already have it. Like I said, guys, like our life's already written for us. That's why I, you know, stress on the fact that, you know, we never know when our last day is truly going to be. So really trying to live your life, you know, to the fullest, get all your experiences and, you know, take all your experiences as lessons. You know, we don't take L's over here. We take lessons, and, you know, utilizing them to your advantage. So like I said, you know, our life is already written for us. So anything that we want, anything that we think about, our dreams are really like that's something we can have. You know, we just have to go through the experiences and, you know, learn stuff, take stuff from experiences and not be like, oh, why does this keep happening to me? Why me? You know, it's okay. I'm not invalidating anyone's feelings. It's okay to get upset about something. It's okay to feel those feelings out. And I tell people this a lot. Feel those feelings out. You have to understand those feelings and why you're feeling like that and learn how it makes you feel before you can, you know, get to the next level, before you can, you know, step up, level up. But you can't sit and sulk on that stair forever. That's just not how it works. but you know, affirming to yourself that what you're trying to attract, what you're trying to do is already yours, that it's on its way, and just really thinking about it, talking about it highly, and attracting it every single day. So we're gonna get back to money tomorrow. We're gonna tap back into money tomorrow, and then hopefully next week I have something in store for you guys, so I'm excited. So thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.